Hello students, welcome back to our session. Today's topic is resettlement and rehabilitation. So whenever there is developmental projects takes place or some disasters, the native people are forced to migrate from their places to some other places. So this type of dislocation of the native people leads to several issues. So in today's topic, we are going to discuss about those issues and some guidelines to mitigate the effects of these issues. So today's topic is resettlement and rehabilitation. Causes of displacement of these people. First one is developmental activities. For example, if we construct or extend a road from two-way to four-way, or if we construct a new dam in certain areas, we are in need of this location of the people who are already living in those places. So most of the developmental activities involves dislocation of the peoples. Second causes disasters. Disasters such as flood, landslides, earthquakes, destruction of dams leads to leads to displacement of the people. Another cause is conservation of natural resources. Sometimes a particular area, it may be a forest resource, may contains very important endangered species or endemic species, or it may be recognized as a hot spots. So that particular area may be recognized as a reserved area. So the people are prevented or prohibited to do any work in these particular reserved areas. So in order to conserve the natural resources, in order to conserve the biodiversity, the people are forced to move from the native place to some other places. So during displacement, the displaced people may face several issues. The first one, they become homeless. The native people may use their places as a home. They completely depend upon that particular places. When they are dislocated, they do not have the place home to live. So they become homeless. Another issue is jobless. For example, if a group of tribal people are dislocated from a particular place to some other semi-urban area, what happen? They cannot do any work which is equivalent to the work that is done by the urban people. So automatically they becomes jobless. They know only the collection of firewoods, or they may know only hunting. They may know only fishing. But when they are forced to move into the urban areas or some other places, they don't know how to do the work. So they become jobless. So since they become jobless, automatically they are forced to face poverty, and they do not have food security. And most of the time, the organization which is undertaking the project do not give a proper compensation to this dislocated people. So they may be given with very poor compensation. So this is another issue. And the dislocated people may lose their culture. They cannot afford, or they cannot adopt the new culture, a new trend. So in order to mitigate the effects of these issues, certain policies are framed which are called as rehabilitation policies. So rehabilitation policies includes the damages and sufferings faced by these dislocated people, and it is assessed earlier. That means before starting the projects, the damages and sufferings are assessed, and then proper compensation is given to those people. So everything is calculated and certain fund is allotted, and the fund is utilized for the proper rehabilitation of these dislocated people. So, rehabilitation and resettlement should be considered as a part of the project. Another one is on minimum dislocation basis. That means the people must be rehabilitated at the nearby area. They should not be forced or dislocated to very dislocated to the area which is too far from their native places. Okay, so this is known as minimum dislocation basis. So the people must be rehabilitated at the adjacent area. Next, the social justice must be ensured. That means the modern society must give, must respect the dislocated people. They must respect their culture. They must respect their tradition. Everything must be uh, treated in a right way by the modern society. So this is very very important. Their social justice must be ensured. So kindly subscribe this channel and share with your friends for further topics and notifications. Thank you very much for your patience.